What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and I'm joined by Tyler, and we are here to analyze the Kingdom Hearts 3 Disney 23 trailer. Now, this trailer just dropped today at the Disney 23 Expo, and we're going to go over what we learned from the trailer, what we saw from it, and go from there. We're going to have more videos up in the coming days, too, about different things Kingdom Hearts 3 related. But firstly, Tyler, let's talk about the very, very ending. Let's talk about the fact that it now has a release window, at least. So what's the release window, and what do you think of it?
Coming 2018, so we've been saying, you and I, on Podcast Now, have been saying, definitely it's coming in 2018. We were right. It's absolutely going to be like a holiday 2018. I know that they didn't really want to commit, but it's an end-of-the-year game. I think November. Maybe December, but I think November. But honestly, thank God that at least we're seeing something, not now in development. Or just thank God that we know, okay, it finally comes out next year, so we can kind of, in a way, rest easy. That's all I wanted to see from this. I almost didn't even care what they showed. Please just give me some kind of release window or something. I didn't expect, November 19th, 2017. I didn't need, or 2018. I didn't need, a date. I just wanted to know, is it coming next year, or do you have no idea? Is there no end in sight? Is it 2023? What is it?
And okay, so we'll go bit by bit in this trailer, but let's start with the biggest chunk of it. Is we get a new world, and it's Toy Story. So do you want to talk about what you felt when you first saw it, and maybe some of the things we saw in this Toy Story world?
Well, when I knew right away it was Toy Story, but when I first saw it, I was like, they could have chose something so much better than Toy Story to use as a world, because I thought you were going to be limited to housing and not housing, like a house and rooms. Then I thought, well, maybe we'll go to Pizza Planet or something. But then when they showed them on the roofs, and then you're fighting basically in the neighborhood, and then I was like, okay, wow, this is going to be something. And then when we get to that other location, which I'm not even sure what it was, that looked really sweet. So they actually made Toy Story, which is one of my least favorite Pixar movies, they actually made it look like a really fun world. I wish that the character models for Sora, Donald, and Goofy were a little bit more colorful and were a little bit different. They look very blocky. But the Toy Story characters themselves, holy crap! I mean, it looks like it's a Pixar movie. It's actually insane what they're doing with this, how good it looks. But we have been saying, we and other people have been saying, the engine that they're using, the way that these character models look now, Pixar fits so well with Kingdom Hearts that I expect way more, at least 2 or 3 more Pixar worlds to be revealed in the coming months and early next year and E3 of next year.
So we got a little bit of a new tidbit too that you pointed out too the first time you saw it in party members. So you want to talk about what we saw from that?
As we saw in the orchestra trailer, we had Donald, Goofy, and Hercules. So no more just 2 party members. So now you could have 3 members. But what we learned from this trailer was that's not true. You actually can have a total, including Sora, 5 people, so 4 party members, because we had Donald, Goofy, we had Woody, and then we had Buzz as well. So that is crazy that now it's you don't have to get rid of or compromise. You don't have to get rid of Donald and Goofy. You're all in this world together, basically. And now you can kind of add even more characters that are in these worlds to your party members. That way you're not always missing out in a way. You're always connected to the world too.
Right, and it makes sense because of how the new age Kingdom Hearts. Everything's bigger. It's more open world. So they should be able to fit all of them on screen and being able to handle all of them doing their own thing at once, which I don't think they could do in 1 or 2 or any of the other ones.
Right, and just real quick, what makes sense too. I personally think that the Incredibles will be in this game. I really, really think that they're going to put the Incredibles in it. And I can already picture it, because now that we know that, okay, you could have 4 party members, if you think about it, if they go by the movie or whatever, however you want to go about it, maybe Sora gets separated somehow from Donald and Goofy at one point. Maybe towards, it doesn't matter, a boss battle. And you think about the Incredibles, you have Mr. Incredible, 1. You have Miss Incredible, Elastigirl. You have Elastigirl, that's 2. Dash, 3. And Violet, that's 4. And there's 4 party member slots. So it would work if they were all available basically to use as party members. You'd actually be able to use every member of the Incredibles group in your party if you were to either take out Donald and Goofy or like separate Donald and Goofy. That's actually really, really sweet. Because now you're really immersed in that world where before it was kind of like a half thing. Because sometimes, like when I played Kingdom Hearts 2 and stuff, sometimes I was like, I don't really need Hercules or I don't really need Mulan. Sometimes it's like cool to like have them, but sometimes you don't even want them. So now it's just like, it's cool that you don't have to compromise in any way. So then the other stuff that we noticed gameplay-wise, so now we know what that thing was at the end of the orchestra trailer when it was a silhouette. That is the drill punch, a new attack style, basically. So we saw magic launcher, double arrow guns. That they showed during the Twilight Town gameplay, like segment, I guess, in the beginning before they revealed Toy Story. In the Toy Story reveal, we learn about, like I said, drill punch, and we learn about hyper hammer. And hyper hammer looks really sweet, but I love that there's so many different like attack styles and play styles this time around. Like, so now that's just 4 different play styles from what we've seen in these last 2 trailers. We had 2 different things last time. Now we got 4 this time. That's 6 different play styles, and all are radically different. Like with the drill, like Sora can dig underground and like goes underground and like he pops up somewhere else. Like there's just so many different things. Like this is insane, but like it doesn't feel like it isn't Kingdom Hearts. Like at first I'm like, this feels a little bit like too much, but now that I'm seeing it, it doesn't seem like it's too much. It actually does seem like a natural progression of Kingdom Hearts, basically, like combining what they showed with Keyblade transformations in Birth by Sleep, and now kind of like mastering that in this game. Like now, like combining it with the worlds, combining it with different playstyle ideas, like heavy attacks, fast attacks, just so many different things. There's going to be so much diversity in this game that it's, in my opinion, and I know obviously I love Kingdom Hearts. You can probably tell I love Kingdom Hearts. But what they're doing with this, by having so many different play styles, or however you want to like talk about it, it's up to the player, like the individual player, on how they want to use them. Like you don't have to use them. If you're fighting in a certain way, the prompt will come up. It's up to you to hit triangle if you're playing on PlayStation to use that. If you don't want to use that one, then you don't. So essentially what I'm saying is everybody is going to be playing Kingdom Hearts in a different way. Everyone's going to be comboing their attacks and how they go about like strategizing against the boss or whatever in totally different ways. Where before, Kingdom Hearts was kind of just like you just play it and either you're going to attack or you're going to use magic. And that was really it. But now like everybody gets to play their own way and everybody gets to discover their own way. And that's something that obviously Kingdom Hearts has never done before. And really when you look at a lot of games, even though they give you a lot of options, they're always still limited. Because they're never as different, like as diverse as what Kingdom Hearts 3 is doing with this. Because these are so different that I actually think that this is going to be like a leader in this type of thing. Like I think we'll start seeing that in more games like this style, like the JRPG, or even just almost like in Final Fantasy and stuff, where Final Fantasy 15, obviously there's swords, there's spears, there's different stuff, but in a way they're all kind of the same. They're different, but they're not. Where this really changes a lot of just how you play, the individual play. So I think this is going to be a big leader that people, like other developers, are going to take that idea, make it their own, but it's going to become like a really... It makes, in my opinion, gaming better, because now it's more about how do you play the game rather than here's the game for all of you to play.
So we want to know what you guys thought of the Kingdom Hearts 3 D23 trailer. Let us know in the comments below, and we'll surely answer you as well. And we could also talk about it more if the full English version comes up too soon. We can talk about that. Stay tuned to Podcast Now all weekend. We're going to have more Disney 23 content as well, such as Avengers, Star Wars, and more Kingdom Hearts things. So make sure to check that out. Make sure to subscribe to Podcast Now, our YouTube channel, for more of this content. Like and share the video, and we will see you guys on the next one.